Hello everyone, welcome to ENbreeEN, the daily news analysis session of Team Enlight. Today we will be dealing with these 5 topics. Please have a look at them. The first topic is regarding energy efficiency in India. First, we will look at some of the existing mechanisms in India, then the challenges with regard to energy efficiency, and later the way forward. So there is the Energy Conservation Act, which has recently completed 20 years, under which the Bureau of Energy Efficiency was set up. The parent ministry of BEE is Ministry of Power. The Bureau of Energy Efficiency has implemented quite a few programs and regulations regarding energy efficiency. Its flagship Standards and Labeling Program has prescribed minimum energy efficiency standards and comparative energy performance labels covering 28 appliances and equipments. The Perform, Achieve and Trade market mechanism for industry to trade energy saving certificates has already covered 1,073 designated consumers across 13 sectors. The Energy Efficiency Services Limited, which is a public sector company, has enabled a rapid market transformation through highly efficient LED lighting. Now let us move on to some of the challenges faced by this sector. The adoption of efficient technologies. It faces several barriers like the high upfront cost, lack of awareness, limited options to finance industry level upgrades. Now, the limited resources have often led to less ambitious targets and delays in revision of standards and lacks compliance testing processes. Lack of financial incentives or tax concessions for energy efficient appliances has been another major challenge. The level of state and central level incentives seen in electric vehicles and solar rooftop are lacking for energy efficiency. Also, the market for energy service companies which conduct energy efficiency projects is still at a nascent stage. Only about 5% of the 1.5 lakh crore market has been tapped so far. The Energy Efficiency Services Limited was envisioned to be a super ESCO, but it has not reached that level yet. The role of DISCOMs in promoting energy efficiency has also been minimal. Even though all states have notified demand-side management regulations and many electricity distribution companies have DSM cells, the expenditure on the programs and the resultant savings are only a small fraction of DISCOM's annual sales. Now, the way forward would be to set up ambitious sector-wise energy efficiency targets which can spur policy action as well as investments. BEE's role as the nodal agency needs to be strengthened with higher budgetary allocation. Now, long-stalled projects of BEE like the Super Efficient Equipment Program with a proposal to give time-bound incentives to manufacturers to cover incremental cost of manufacturing super efficient appliances can be rapidly scaled up. Improve awareness about star labels, especially for smaller appliances and in rural areas. Innovative business and regulatory models are required to play a much larger role in facilitating energy efficiency. The syllabus linkage would be GS3 Energy. Moving on to the next topic, it is regarding Arctic melt. There was a new study throwing light on the danger to Arctic's summer rise. A study published in journal Earth's Future estimates that if carbon emissions continue at current levels, Arctic summer ice will disappear by 2100, and along with it, creatures such as seals and polar bears will also disappear. Now, Arctic summer ice is crucial in maintaining a rich marine ecosystem. On the Arctic ice, algae bloom, and these feed tiny animals, which in turn feed fish, which in turn feed seals, which in turn feed polar bears at the top of the chain. The irregular topography also helps create layers for seals and ice caves for polar bears during the winter. Now, there was also a mention about last ice area in the study. Last ice area is a part of Arctic's ice located north of Greenland, and it is believed to be strong enough to withstand global warming. And it was expected to last the longest time, but it has now started showing signs of melting. The syllabus linkage would be GS3 conservation. Moving on to the next topic, it is regarding Kushinagar. It's in news because the Kushinagar International Airport will be inaugurated on 20th October 2021. Let us look at some of the important facts regarding Kushinagar. Kushinagar is one of the 4 sacred places of Lord Buddha. Buddha delivered his last sermon here, and he also attained Mahaparinirvana in 483 BC in Kushinagar and was cremated at Rambar Stupa in Kushinagar. Kushinagar was the capital of Mallas, which was one of the 16 Mahajanapadas of the 6th century BC. Now it lies at the center of Buddhist circuit, which consists of pilgrim sites such as Lumbini, Sarnath and Gaya. And with this airport, journey to Lumbini, Bodh Gaya, Sarnath, Kushinagar, Sravasti, Rajgir, Shankisya and Vaishali of Buddhist circuit will be covered in lesser time. And it will also have a multiplier effect on the hospitality industry by promoting hotel business, tourism agencies, restaurants, etc. And it is also an important part of our South Asian diplomacy, making it easier for tourists arriving from Sri Lanka, Japan, Taiwan, South Korea, China, Thailand, Vietnam, and Singapore to reach Kushinagar and experience the rich heritage of the region. Now here we can see Kushinagar lying at the center of the Buddhist circuit with all the important Buddhist centers around it. Here we can find Malla Mahajanapada. The location of the site can be noted from prelims point of view. The news article also talks about 2 murals to be presented to India by Sri Lanka. And these murals has a depiction of certain historical figures. The first mural depicts Arhat Bhikkhu Mahinda, son of Emperor Ashoka, delivering the message of Buddha to King Devanam Piyatissa of Sri Lanka. Now it is to be remembered that Arhat in Buddhism is a perfected person, one who has gained insight into the true nature of existence and has achieved nirvana. It is the proper goal of Buddhist in Theravada tradition of Buddhism. Now the second mural shows the arrival of Peri Bhikkhuni Sangamita, the daughter of Emperor Ashoka in Sri Lanka, bearing a sapling of sacred Bodhi tree. Moving on to the next topic. It is about Geospatial Energy Map of India, which was launched recently by Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog, in collaboration with ISRO, has developed a comprehensive Geographic Information System Energy Map of India with the support of Energy Ministries of Government of India. The GIS map provides a holistic picture of all energy resources of the country, which enables visualization of energy installations such as conventional power plants, oil and gas wells, petroleum refineries, coal fields and coal blocks, district-wise data on the renewable energy power plants and renewable energy resource potential through 27 thematic layers. The map attempts to identify and locate all primary and secondary sources of energy and their transportation or transmission networks. Now it will be useful in planning and making investment decisions and also aid in disaster management using available energy assets. Moving on to the next topic. It is about software as a service, SaaS. There was a news article about Indian startups receiving record funding in the latest quarter. And the sectors that received the most funding are FinTech, Educational Tech, and SaaS. So we will be looking at what actually is SaaS. Now, software as a service. It's a way of delivering software applications over the internet when a customer requires them. In the earlier model, companies would have to install software in their clients' localized hardware for them to use applications. And that required customers to pay for the use of software upfront and also for the hardware on which software would run. Now, the companies also had to invest in manpower or IT teams at their end to ensure successful implementation of software and its continued maintenance. And SaaS has done away with these requirements. A good example of SaaS would be the Microsoft Office 365 suite of products. Instead of purchasing multiple one-time licenses at a hefty cost, users can opt for a more affordable monthly subscription of the entire suite based on requirements. Users can also make do with basic hardware while saving data on the cloud. Now, SaaS can be viewed as a subset of cloud computing, and the biggest advantage of SaaS would be that it enables innovation. It has basically converted fixed cost of companies into variable costs. When capital is scarce, the SaaS model frees up capital for more high priority requirements. That's all for the news analysis today. Thank you.